Hey YouTube, just a quick video without the web camera today. Yesterday you may have seen that I released this video about TELIVE-2, which is the second iteration of the famous TETRA decoding software that now supports voice decryption if you have the key. So in this video you might have seen that we actually use the software-defined radio to tune in real time to a TETRA base station and listen to the decoded voice in real time. That's not the only way to do this, and the other method of listening to TETRA is if you actually capture raw TETRA data to a file. And the advantage of doing this is if you have a file with recorded TETRA, you could potentially run cracking tools on it, or you could keep it as a historical recording and listen to it later. So that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So a prerequisite to this video will be go and watch this one right here, just about how I utilize Dragon OS Focal X to capture raw demodulated TETRA bits to a file. And the advantage of using demodulated TETRA bits as opposed to a IQ recording is this file will be a lot smaller when you capture just the raw TETRA bits as opposed to recording an IQ sample of radio waves. An IQ sample file could be maybe several gigabytes for just a couple of minutes, whereas if we just capture the raw demodulated TETRA data, we can actually record for maybe, tens of minutes and have a very manageable file size, such as this one here, almost 500 megabytes. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to basically decode this file right here called out.bits, which I previously recorded. So, and then later on, I'm actually going to show you how to actually enter decryption keys if you have them as well. I'm just going to delve a little bit into that, even though I don't really know how to do it yet, because I don't have any encrypted TETRA data where I know the key yet. So, all right, so I'm going to close my browser now. And yeah, so make sure you go and watch this video here to install TELIVE and stuff like that. Go and check that out. And then yeah, if you want to capture some TETRA data and save it to a file, watch this video. Okay, so I've got my text document here with some commands. So in the top window, we're just going to run this command. And then I'm going to run the TELIVE binary. I'm going to put this up here. Whoops, sorry. I'm going to put this up here. And then in my second terminal window, I'm going to run that command to cd into the Osmo TETRA folder. And then I'm just going to run this file right here. So basically what I've just set up now is we've run the TELIVE binary. This is the actual voice decoding portion. And then in this second terminal window, we're utilizing a binary which comes included with Osmo TETRA called TETRA-RX. And then we're basically just doing some fancy IP routing and sending stuff to our STD in. And then we're just going to hit enter on that, and I'll shut up for a while and you can listen to the voice.
Hey, Ned, Shivani, hey, Ned, can I put a tab on? Can you hear me?
Hello? Copy, Adrian? Yeah, copy. I'll call you in a minute. That's why I knocked back the permit, because the blank's not on the valve they want to lag.
Copy, Matt McKee.
Callum, got a copy, Callum?
Anyway, that should be enough for you guys to see that it actually does work with voice. So that video I recorded yesterday, this one here, because I was using a remote PC, couldn't actually hear the audio. So I guess that just proves to everybody now that there is actually audio. So, but yeah, so I'll just press Control-C to exit that application there, because I guess that you've heard enough of that. So that's enough proof to show that everything's working, and you would have seen some messages and things of that nature popping up in the TELIVE window. So cool, that works. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quit TELIVE now, and I'm going to show you how to, so what we need to do to enter keys into TE Live so we can hear decrypted voice, only if you have the key though, okay? So I'm going to run this command here, and we're just going to address the tetra-rx binary with the H argument, and that is going to show us the help file. Whoops, sorry. Got to put this thing here. So as you can see here, okay, we've got this K flag, right? Or the K argument, right? This is the file where you have to keep all the information relative to the Tetra base station along with the encryption key, okay? And if I actually open up, if I run this command here, I'll run this in the second terminal window down the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read this .c file, right? So this is the file that we compiled to, to build Osmo Tetra. And I'll just run that. And then we can see here that we've got the format of the key store file that you will address. Whoops. Sorry. We've got the format of the key store file that you will address with the K argument, okay? So obviously I don't have any encrypted Tetra data, which I know the key for. If anybody's got some and wants to provide me with the key, that would be fantastic, so I can have a play around. But this is as far as I've gotten right now. So yeah, so you can see here that we've got, sort of a couple of examples there of what you're supposed to do. And yeah, that's all I can help you with so far, because I don't have any encrypted data which I know the key for. So anyway, I thought I'd just do that quick video without the web camera. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That should fill in the blanks with a lot of stuff and prove that the voice decoding actually works. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.